Here's a raised bed that's already finished. One thing I wanted to mention is with raised beds, because they do dry out quicker than a normal in-ground bed, compost is always important, but in a raised bed, it's even that much more important. So when you're preparing your soil, you want to amend that with probably up to 25% of compost. And the easiest way to do that is when you're preparing that is have your topsoil in your wheelbarrow, do 3 buckets of topsoil, then 1 bucket of compost, mix that up good, fill your raised bed so that by the time it's full, the compost is nice and spread throughout the bed. This bed has been built for a while, so it's still important each year to come back and replenish because every time you harvest, you are harvesting some of the nutrients and organic matter. And so I'm going to add a wheelbarrow of nice quality compost, and then we'll rake that out and shovel it in. Getting on about 1/2 inch of compost each year be a good goal. And if you have access to commercial compost, it's much more inexpensive because you can buy it by the yard. If you don't, you can buy it by the bag, but it'll cost you a little bit more to do it that way. Now I'm just going to turn it under a little bit. If you do have any lime or fertilizer that you want to put in, now would be a good time to do that. Of course, you want to do that by the recommendations of your soil test. Okay, we're going to get our plastic ready so it can go over the raised bed as our little mini greenhouse. In order to do that, I'm using these batten strips that you can get at a lumber yard. They're a little bit thinner than the 1x3 strapping. And I'm just going to staple this on, and then we can roll it up a little when we get it into the channels.